Hey there, folks. I'm meteorologist Matt Barrington. I wanted to give you a quick update here because this literally just came in. We had the 10 a.m. numbers come in. It was 115 mile per hour, Category 3. So the 10 a.m. numbers intensified this to a Category 3 storm. And then the hurricane has been flying around. Just a few minutes ago, they found winds of 130 miles per hour. So in half an hour from two updates here, now they put out an intermediate update here from the National Hurricane Center, taking Delta from a Category 3 to a Category 4 storm. So this thing has been rapidly intensifying this morning. It is a tightly wound storm. You can see that there, very tightly wound storm. Rapidly intensifying here this morning, strong banding around the center. This is a classic situation where you have a small storm that can rapidly pull itself together. I mean, the water temperatures out there in that part of the world there, it's just near the Cayman Islands, is extremely warm. In fact, I'll back it on down there. This whole area here, it's right about there. I mean, the whole area here is in the upper 80s. I mean, that's just rocket fuel. It's got low wind shear down there, and it is doing its thing this morning. It's just a very well put together system right now, and it is intensifying rapidly. Let me get the 3D imagery up here so you can really see it here on the 3D imagery. So this is the 3D look at it, and you can see that center core there where the purple is. Just very, very impressive here this morning. Extremely high cloud tops, really tightly wound. And that's the difference here. When you see a storm that's going to rapidly intensify, they have to be tightly wound around the center. If they're, one side is a little lopsided, they have a harder time intensifying. But this one is completely wound up. Very strong system, obviously, here this morning, rapidly intensified. Like I said, the 10 o'clock update is 115 mile per hour, Category 3. They flew down there with the hurricane hunters, found winds of 130 miles per hour 30 minutes later, and now they've updated this to a Category 4 storm. So this is a extremely serious situation for folks. They are at the very tip of the Yucatan Peninsula. There's Cozumel. A lot of folks, if you've gone down there on the cruise ship, it's headed right for that area, and it's going to hit the northern tip of the Yucatan late tonight and tomorrow morning is when they'll expect to see this, because it is moving fairly quickly, once again at about 15, 16 miles per hour. Now the pressure is down to 954 millibars, so this is growing to it's a small storm. It's small in size, but is extremely strong. So that's what it looks like here for us this morning. Once again, it has been raised, it's intensified to a Category 4 storm. If you're just joining, you're wondering, well, what's it going to mean for us? Well, we're still in the forecast code, so we definitely got to keep a very close eye on this. As it gets closer to time, though, this forecast cone will narrow. I mean, we're still a good 4 days out. Where we're looking at is this is Saturday morning at 7 a.m. So we got a number of days to watch this. Most of the models have this somewhere in central Louisiana. That's where most of the models are. I know a lot of folks, well, the models move. They do move some. You're sure. You're right. Difference, I know a lot of people, because we just dealt with Sally, want to compare it to Sally, but this is a different storm. Each storm is a little different. Sally was a very slow mover, extremely hard to forecast its track. This one's going to be moving much more rapidly. Likely is a Category 3 or so offshore. We'll hope that it can weaken some before it makes landfall. It's going to run into some issues with some wind shear, with some cooler water. It's just a matter of how fast. I mean, it is going to be moving pretty quick, so it may just be able to plow into that and stay pretty strong as it moves into what's most likely Louisiana. Now, we're still in the cone, like I said. If it tries to make that last-minute turn, we'll have to watch out for it. But for the most part, the models are bringing it to central Louisiana at this point, and this is a different storm than what we saw with Sally in a lot of ways. So a lot to keep an eye on the next several days. Once again, Delta now a Category 4 storm with winds of 140 miles per hour. So serious situation developing, of course, here at Fox 10 News. We will keep you updated on this here throughout the day, letting you know more of what's happening with Delta. We'll have, of course, Fox 10 News at 4 p.m. And that's going to be an important time because we'll get a new forecast track at the 4 o'clock hour. Right there at the top of the 4 o'clock hour. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that with Jason. He'll have the latest on that for you. And we'll keep you updated here as we go through the day. Take care. We will see you soon. Bye now.